Hi everyone, it's CrumbleChris here, back for another episode of Silly Saturday, where we are playing Kerbal Space Program. And you will notice the game is quite dark, and that's because it's night time on Kerbin. So, we are going to try to launch a space vehicle. Let's go to the vehicle assembly building. We are going to try and get into space. We are going to try and get into orbit. So there's our command pod where we will orbit ourselves. No, I want some tanks first. A big tank. Another tank. Actually, I want something to decouple the tank first. Well, I'll put a service bay in underneath it. Then a heat shield. Do we need a heat shield? Then a radiator panel. Gotta have a radiator panel. Now I want to decouple. There's my decoupler. Now I can put in my tanks. One tank. Two tank. Three tanks. 4 tanks. And the swivel engine. And then 2 thumpers. Oh no, decoupling first. 2 decouplers. Decouplers. That always couples it to the middle, so I don't want to do that. Maybe I couple it there then. There we go, so now, oh, we need a nose cone. We need some nose cones. Where are nose cones? There are nose cones. 2 nose cones. Get rid of those tanks. Now we have a liquid engine in the middle. 2 solid boosters on the outside. The engine has gimbal lock, so we will be able to steer the engine that way. However, so that's those engines. Then those, and then that engine. And then that when it's finished. Okay, so in the service bay, open the service bay. Let's put some. Oh, let's put a communitron. There. And some science stuff, so let's put a barometer. Now I want to zoom in on this, but I'm not going. I don't think I can. That moves me up and down. That moves the angle. That moves the angle in that direction. Zoom, you stupid thing. How do I zoom? I don't know. No, I've still got it on 2s. Yeah. Close the service bay door. Oh, do we have any batteries? Wait, no, we have nothing in electrical. Landing struts. Landing struts are always good. Go. Just keep us nice and steady. We don't want those and those at the same time. So let's put those down there. Then we can get rid of them. Then we use those. And then we get rid of that tank at the end. Okay, so fine, but once it's gone, we have no way of there's no oh, parachutes. Parachutes are very important. Let's not try and take off without parachutes. We have to, okay, good. And let's see. And then drogue chute. Can I put another drogue chute there? Are we over our parts limit? No. Are we over our mass limit? No. Okay, so I think let's call this spacecraft to space and beyond. Let's get into orbit. Okay, save. Crew. Scientist. Okay. That's fine. So I think we're going to try and land. If I can land the boosters. Like that. So that should, in theory, mean that the boosters will land. I'm going to have to be very careful here because that's the top one. That's the radial parachute. So let's put that down here. That's the top parachute. That's the main chutes. So that parachute and that parachute need to be together. That's the drogue chute. So let's put all the drogues there. That's those. Let's put it here. So those will go here. And those here. So basically I think So there'll be a couple of stages where I have to double tap. None of them are in the middle, are they? No. So I'll light the solid rocket boosters to get us as high up as I can, and then once I detach those, once I light the main engine and detach those, then I release all the parachutes if it lets me. By that point, the fuel should be ready to release, so I should either be able to go into orbit there. Can I create a second stage? Let's create a second stage here. So let's a hammer. Put that there. Couple there. No, there we go. So I'm not going to try and recover the second stage, but that's the coupling for that. That's the coupling for that. That's the road shoes. So needs to go there, I guess, because you just start that and open those parachutes at the same time, and then those ones are opened and those ones are opened. So that's the first engine. That's the separator between the first stage and the second stage. Then it does all the parachutes for the solids. No, that's not right. So let's get this right. Okay, so the solids light, then they go, then the main engine lights. We don't want to do that at the same time. In fact, want that there. The main engine lights and all of the parachutes for the solids open. Then, when the first stage is depleted, that happens. So that's the second stage. Goes in there. Then we cut the second stage off. No. We start the second stage and open the first stage parachutes at the same time. There we go. That is okay, so I think I've got it right. Let's see what happens. This might go horribly wrong, everyone. If it does, well, that's why we're recording it. Okay. That is on so that I don't topple over everywhere. Are we ready? Let's go. Why are we going like that? Why are we not going up? So something went horribly wrong there because we toppled over. I think I got the center of gravity wrong. We're now going sideways at quite a speed. Oh dear. Now we're going to slow down. Oh dear, I think we went sideways at quite a speed there. Something went horribly wrong. Did we recover anything? That's a nice soft landing. While we're doing stuff. Here we go. So I think the service bay is now closed. We are now slowly going down to earth. So something went horribly wrong there because we just went over to the side and yes. Let's speed this up. Because we know we're going to land safely. We have 7 parachutes, making sure that happens. Today I'm drinking 2 different types of coffee mixed together. It's a chocolate flavoured coffee from Nespresso. This video is not sponsored by Nespresso, just to make that clear. And a caramel flavoured coffee by Nespresso, which is not doing my diabetes any good. There we go! We have landed safely. So something went horribly wrong there, but we got a lot of stuff back. Did we get any of the... we got some monopropellant back. A blater, but not... We didn't get any of the... any of the solid rocket boosters, so I need to know why. Just a second, folks. Oh, that's very annoying. Is there a way to change this? I need to change a setting because it wants me to zoom with the scroll wheel settings. See whether that helps. If not, I shall have to get another mouse. I'm very confused. Oh, that's just scrolling that way. That's not helping me at all. So, we need some time. So, something needs to change before we... When we did this last time, the first stage exploded. We did something wrong. The solid rocket worked fine, it just went off course, and I don't really understand why. So I'm going to put some fins on and hope that that works. There we go. That's given me 2 fins. I'm going to plug in my other mouse. There it is. Other mouse, which I only want for the scroll. That moves me up and down. I'm apparently pressing shift. This is very confusing. Oh. Okay, so what has happened here? Mass of the thrust, that's fine. Center of mass is a bit low. Okay, so I think, just using those modifications, I need to check the staging though. So, that decoupling should not be a decoupling. Okay, so something's gone wrong here. Where's my solid rocket boosters? Is there? What's that? That's that. That's all of those. That's that decoupling. That's that with those. Okay, so let's do that. And then those, and then those, and then those. Okay, so let's see whether this works. There we go. Okay, I'm back to being able to talk to you now. SAS is on. Reaction control thrusters are on. Let's see what happens. This might be incredibly a really bad idea, but it hasn't rolled over yet. So maybe I've sorted it. It started rolling over at about 1500 and it has not rolled over yet. So it just needed stabilization maybe? Just needed the rocket to be moved up a little bit? Is that all it needed? So I see what happened there. As the solid thrusters, as the solid rockets came down, it went in and knocked the first stage off. So we need to put some more space. Although we got to 31,000, 32,000. But I think revert to vehicle assembly. I think we know how to fix this now. Okay, so So what we need is some structure. There we go. This might resolve it. That might be all we needed to do. Through space and beyond V4. Save. Launch. Fingers crossed. It always takes a few seconds to load, but it's actually not too bad on this machine. RCS thrusters, SAS thrusters. This might go horribly wrong. We have launched. We are going vertical, that's a good thing. I could try 4 solid rocket thrusters next time, solid rocket boosters next time, if this works. We really hope that's the right one. Yes, it is. Yes, it worked. That didn't work. However, that did. So we are at 18,000 and climbing. 20,000. Might get to 25,000 maybe? $30,000. Ooh. And we've got a little bit over a quarter of the solid rocket fuel to go. 40,000. It's going to run out somewhere around now. Maybe not. Maybe there's a bit more left. 50,000. There we go. We are at 70,000. Can we circularize our orbit? Look at, oh, not docking mode. Map. Where's our orbit? Apogee 565,000. Ooh. Wow. But we have no way of unfortunately, My apogee is still 510,000. Slowly parting away from my thing. Open. There we go. Okay, so lights on. Crew reporting in from space. It's just a shame. We may need to add an extra. Oh, there's our first stage. So I'm going to speed things up a bit. $565. Ooh. In the Space Center. Tracking station that's always a good thing. There's the apogee. There's it going down. That's on a suborbital trajectory, so we are back to the spacecraft, I think. Is that the right debris though? Did I warp too quickly? I think that's what happened. I warped way too quickly, and as a result... Oh dear, we recovered it, but we didn't get anything from it. That was bad. How are we going to do this? Let's load. VAB, where's my... That's the one I just created. Space and Beyond. Load. Structure. Yes, that's what I want. I wanted to go there. There we go. So now, in theory, hopefully they won't blow up. And also, I want to do this. Engine. A tank. Another tank. A swivel engine. $62 parts, 32 tons. So we're not doing too bad. Okay, so that gives us another engine there. That's that engine. Then that one. After that's done, okay. That. Okay, so something's gone wrong here. Okay. You go there. I think you're on the same engine, no. And you, when you're used, oh, you should be with these, I think. And you. You're the new engine. You're the second stage engine. And then you're all the first stage. Boosters. Breakaway. First stage engine. Booster parachutes. First stage breakaway. First solid. Second stage engine. First solid rocket engine. First stage parachute. Solid breakaway. Third stage engine. Third stage breakaway. And then parachutes. Okay, so let's see. Do I have any science before I do this? Save and continue. I want to save that. I want to save my staging especially. Advanced rocketry 45. What does it give us? Engines. Ooh, what are these engines? A bigger fuel tank. A fuel tank adapter. Another fuel tank, okay. This is a crew cabin. Strut connector, a coupler. Structural fuselage, a stability enhancer. a decoupler, and an adapter. And these are all parts for aircraft. These are flight control parts, so a re-entry model, and a reaction wheel, and winglets. And these are electricity stuff. Okay, so we want the electricity stuff. Do we want the reaction wheel, or do we want the pad engines, which are basically little directional engines? Let's go with the directional engines for now. Oh, we got 32 signs left. Okay, so let's see. We can add a couple of directional engines. Let's add no, these all have to fire at once. Yes. And then I'm confused. We've got more heat shields, more radiator panels. We have batteries now, rechargeable battery packs. That's useful. Need my other mouse. The problem is, I can't leave both mice plugged in because when I do that, oh, did something bad there. Please tell me you're still recording. I think you are. Yes, you are. It just dropped the frame rate for a second there. I might have to cut that bit out. Okay, so battery packs. Loads of battery packs. Save. Close the bay doors. Okay, so that's that, that's that, that's all the parachutes, that's the first stage. Where's the first stage light? Relate separately to parachutes. Thank you. Then the first solid. Those, and then those, and then that, and then that. Right, okay. Save. Launch. Let's see how much fun we can have with this. Oh dear. As these rockets get bigger, the loading time goes from a few seconds to a few more seconds. Oh dear, no, we need a better pilot than that. Oh, is this because... Yes, okay. Revert vehicle assembly. Save, leave. We need to find another pilot. Is it mission control? No. Astronaut complex, of course it is. Pilot. 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 There we go. Okay, I shall do this and then that shall be it. It'll be a very long video. Fingers crossed. I knew I should have got those reaction wheels. Damn. It won't let me. I didn't change the pilot in the vehicle assembly building, that's what I didn't do. There we go, now we have a pilot that can do things. Okay, here goes nothing. This could turn out to be fun, this could turn out to be absolutely horrible, I'm not sure. We're at 1,000 meters. Keep on saying feet when it's meters, it's really naughty of me. 2,000? 2,500? Travelling at 300 meters per second, and the stresses are starting to take hit. And we're not even all the way through the solid fuel yet. We've got 400 meters per second of solid fuel to go. I may have put too many solid rocket boosters on. This may blow up before it gets into space. I don't know. Okay. No, they blew up. Z. Let's... Okay, the first stage rocket is lit. Got 540 meters per second and climbing, and at 21,000 meters and rising. So we are going to make it into orbit, I think. I'm just speeding things up and slowing things down, just so that I know. 100 meters per second of fuel left for this stage. Here we go. We're at 1,000 meters per second nearly. Think we might make it into orbit. At 68,000, we're doing well. I think we're in space technically. Okay, so let's look at the world map. Is that me? No, that's me. Can I circularize the orbit? How do I get... So that's the orbit. Can I circularize it? Egg maneuver. I don't have that much. There we go. There we go. In 2 minutes, 19 seconds, which we're just going to let run past to normal. We're going to throw 886.6 meters per second at it via a solid rocket booster, which won't run out. So we're going to end up going into a very different orbit than this thinks, but we're going to make it to orbit. Oh no, this isn't a solid rocket booster, is it? It's a normal booster. So let's see what happens. This is a normal one, so hopefully in 1 minute 20 seconds, the burn time of 20 seconds, that's all I'll need to do. Boop-a-doop-a-doopy-doopy-doo. 1 minute to go. We're at 220,000 meters. We're doing well. We have made it into space. Now all we need to do is circularize our orbit. This is going to be the fun bit. "30 seconds to go. I'm going to start at 5 seconds just to see what happens. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. 5. 20-second burn is what it said. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And I think this might mean... Do I have a circularized orbit? No. So where's my apogee? There's the spacecraft, there's the apogee. Okay, so... That's all of it I've got, so... Have I made it round? Have I made it? No, I've just made a suborbital hop. That was too far anyway. Can't see myself. There I am. I've got no fuel left. Get rid of it. $60. There we go. Are we going to burn up? Nope. All of my Did we make it to orbit? Was that technically an orbital maneuver? I don't know. But I'm going to leave it once this has landed because we've been going for an hour, would you believe? An hour. Just wait until this gets to a couple of 100 feet. So, I think that's about it for today. Make sure you like or dislike this video. Share it with your friends so that they can enjoy the silliness that is Silly Saturday. Make sure that if you have not, that you are subscribed to this channel. Subscribing means that you will not miss out when I release another video. And if it's one like this, I'm sure you'll be having fun. And if you're feeling really generous, then make sure that you support me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers and supporters allow me to do this. You all are amazing people and I am really grateful for everything you do. Is this the one that has, these have the decouplers. This is the one that has the reaction wheel. We'll buy that one. Okay. So, I think that's it, guys. See you soon. CrumbleChris.